EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tua to open with a throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Bailoa. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, here is the rookie from Texas A&M. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll fake the hand. Now, Tua. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. He gets this one to Moore. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 16-yard line.
Tua gonna throw. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
3rd and 2. Jungle by Loa. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson now to throw on first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11. And quickly pick up the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back. They hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to run it. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Baltimore.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. Throwing Jackson. Pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up first down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Now, Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being black.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. That one is good. And the Ravens will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll drop this to Sampson underneath, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd, Browns in control of the football as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. A shotgun snap to Tua. That one complete to Moore. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession. See if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have a Browns 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That'll be taken in by Moore. Still going inside the 20. And he will go all away. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns take a 10-3 lead.
Ravens 3. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Jackson now on second down, moving to his right, taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
A first down throw for Jackson. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? The reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Sampson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 41, here's second and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Dell. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cleveland. On the give, it's Judkey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. It is 2nd and 9. Here's Tungo Vailoa. Pass into the hands of Moore. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Run with Sampson. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's 2. They'll look to set up the screen here. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
Brings up 3rd and
11. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Tungo Vailoa.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw, Jackson. Forced to his right. He'll let one go down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That was good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. If you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's caught by Walker. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Raven first down. To throw is Jackson. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Baltimore. Here's the toss as they look to run. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. When you look throughout this game, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 12th touchdown of the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down throw for Tua. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
The kick is good.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Tua. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. On the ground, Judkins.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Little short pass here by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Tua gonna throw. That one caught by Tank down. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Simpson. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Judkins. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think...
And he'll take it on in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Down the point after drop from Myers. The kick is good. And the Browns go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On play action, here's Jackson. That one caught for Dante Wester. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Second down, Jackson. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's in! Touchdown, Ravens. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Tua now on first down. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll get that out wide to Sampson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
That'll be taken in by Sampson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run here with Sampson. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They snap it to Tua. That's taken in. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd down on 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, it's Judkins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Tua. That one on target to Moore. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
Throwing again, it's Tua. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll go with the sneak, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's a 2nd and 6. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And the pressure too great. He He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And left side, it's caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st down. From the gun, here's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Escaping to his left. Now he'll run it. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Now on 2nd and long. Throwing is Tua. That's into the hands of Dell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Watch those 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Clock stop, 46 seconds to go.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. A pickup there of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
At the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now, here's a timeout. They will indeed take it with 5 seconds left. Chance for a field goal to win this game. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to win the game. And this one right down the middle. good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. One last shot now for Jackson. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.